All right, officially call the November 10th regular New Cross Unified School District Board meeting in session. Roll call, Mr. Walk.
Here.
Ms. Rudy.
Here.
Ms. Gonzalez.
Here.
Mr. Rivas. Here. And myself, Mr. Cabral is here. Item number 2, public communication and closed session items. Member of the public may address the board on items not on the agenda. Speakers will be allowed 3 minutes unless the time limit is waived by a majority of the board. The board will allow comments by members of the public on an agenda item during consideration of the item. The board may limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentation depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll for speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask that additional persons speak only if they have something new to add. Complaints against specific district employees should be resolved through the district's personnel complaint procedure. The right to address the board does not exempt the speaker from any potential liability for defamation. The proceedings of the board are recorded and are a part of the public record. At this time, does anybody have any items they wish to address the board? All right, seeing none, we will go to closed session at 5:01 p.m. All right, I call the regular meeting for the New Cross Unified School District, November 10th, back to regular session. Can we have our students come up and lead us in the flag salute, please?
Ready, salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hopefully, Mr. Barnes gives you some extra credit on that.
Section B for tonight, report out of action taken in closed session. 2 things to report out tonight, closed session, motion by Mrs. Gonzalez and second by Mr. Walk. The board voted 4-0 to reject liability claim for Mike Crinklaw against Newman Crozani Unified School District, and Mrs. Suri was abstaining because she's a relative of said defendant. And item B, see that paper real quick? I forgot, I didn't write it down on mine. Motion by, or stipulated expulsion case number 2526-02. Motion by board member Mr. Rivas and second by board member Mrs. Cerruti. It is moved that the Board of Education find there is cause to expel student number 24661 from all schools in the district for violation of Education Code. Education Code 48915 alpha, causing serious physical injury to another person except in self-defense. Student expulsion recommendation shall be expelled for the remainder of the fall semester for the 25-26 school year and the spring semester of the 25-26 year. And the vote was 5-0. Item number 5, public communication, agenda and non-agenda items. Members of the public may address the board on items not on the agenda. Speakers will be allowed 3 minutes unless the time is waived by a majority of the board. The board will allow comments by members of the public on an agenda item during consideration of the item. The board may limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentation depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask that additional persons speak only if they have something new to add. Complaints against specific district employees should be resolved through the district's personnel complaint procedure. The right to address the board does not exempt the speaker from any potential liability for defamation. The proceedings of the board are recorded and are part of the public record. And we have none, right? Item number 6, approval of the agenda. Could I get a motion to approve the agenda as listed?
I make a motion.
Motion by Mrs. Cerruti. Can I get a second on the agenda?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Rivas. Mr. Walk?
I would like to move I and J from the consent to the action.
I and J to the
I and J.
action. Approved 24-25 classified management hourly schedule, and item J is approved 24-25 certificated management salary schedule. Can I get a motion to move or approve the agenda as listed with removing item A, I, and J?
I'll make the motion.
I second.
Mr. Rivas on the first and Mrs. Gonzalez on the second. Mr. Watt,
Aye.
Mr. Rudy,
Aye.
Mrs. Gonzalez,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
And myself vote aye, 5-0. We'll move item I and J to the action items. Item number 7, information discussion items. Tonight, our student board member report.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So for this month's report, just a quick mention from September, we did have our homecoming week. We had our float competition. The seniors did win, which was no surprise. We went with our theme of winter. So now moving on to October, the beginning of October, volleyball girls held a Dig Pink game to support the fight against breast cancer, in which many students, along with our staff members, wore pink to show their support. And also a special congratulations to those girls for making it to playoffs. So now we also had a Red Ribbon Week that was held by our FAST Club to promote healthy choices and support being drug-free. We also had our dress-up days. So for Monday, we had Pajama Day. Tuesday was dressed using the first letter of your name. So like if you started with a D, you could dress up as like a deer or something. And then Wednesday was Dynamic Duo Day. Thursday was wearing orange to show support to our FAST Club. And Friday was Halloween, so just wearing a school-appropriate costume. Moving on to Newman's FFA, a group of students who signed up fundraised and were selected to participate in the 98th National FFA Convention that was held, received his American degree. The group also went to more FFA-related activities, such as the FFA Rodeo, in which people performed their talents, like horse riding, and then the group went on to New York City for 4 days, in which they got to visit important monuments and really get to enjoy their time out there. Now for sports, our flag football team were named undefeated in league, in which they recently made it all the way to semifinals, where they played an intense game with Hillmar, but unfortunately they lost, the final score being 19-25. But I would still like to give a special shout out to those girls for being as dedicated and making it as far as they did. As for our regular football team, they recently hosted a bowl game, the final score being 7-20, which now wrapped up their season. We also had our cross-country team who made it to subsections in Frogtown, where Joseph Garcia and Samantha Dela Cruz made it to sectionals, so good luck to them. Now for our winter sports, we have tryouts for basketball, soccer, wrestling, etc. Finally, to finish off, our seniors have been working hard at their UC applications and completing them before the deadline, which is December 1st. So good luck to all of us, because I know I'm stressing, so I'm assuming everybody else is too. Thank you.
Item number B, our attendance awards. Dr. Seha.
Good evening, President Cabral, Superintendent Pruitt, and members of the board. So I didn't bring the trophies with me this evening because I don't think any of our administrators are, we got a couple here, so got Anita. So for the month of October, winning it again is Hunt Elementary School for best student attendance. Most improved student attendance will go to Von Renner, and they beat out Hunt by 0.01%, so 1/100% there. And then our best staff attendance also will go to Von Renner, about 95%. So thank you and congratulations. We'll make sure they get their trophies.
Item C, we have our first reading of bylaws. We do these every year. There's a whole bunch of them on there. 9011 disclosure of confidential privileged information bylaw, 9005 governance standards, AR and policy 5141, healthcare and emergencies, AR policy 5141.4, child abuse prevention and reporting, policy 5113, absences and excuses, policy and AR 5113.2, work permits, Policy 3515, campus security, Regulation 3515, campus security, policy and AR 3515.4, recovery for property loss or damage, Regulation 3516.1, fire drills and fires, policy 5142, safety and policy 0441, artificial intelligence. And then item D is our first reading for our policy and regulation 4218, dismissal, suspension, and disciplinary. Item 8, consent calendar. Consent calendar items are routine in nature and usually do not require board discussion. Individual items may be removed by board members and presented for discussion and separate action. The consent calendar will be adopted by a roll call vote. Could I get a motion to approve the consent calendar as listed?
I make a motion.
I second.
Mr. Walk?
Aye.
Mrs. Trudy?
Aye.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Aye.
Mr. Rivas?
Aye.
And Ms. Cabral votes aye, 5-0. Item number 9, action items. Public hearing of NCLTA Sunshine Proposal to the Newman Crozanne Unified School District for the 25 to 26 employment year. I declare the public hearing open at, Frank, time please?
6:11.
6:11. Does anybody in the public have a comment for action item A, public hearing NCTA Sunshine Proposals to Newman Crozanne Unified School District for the 25-26 employment year? Closed, 6:12. Item B, consider acceptance NCLTA Sunshine Proposals to the Newman Crozanne Unified School District for the 25-26 employment year. Could I get a motion for action item B?
I make a motion.
I second.
Mrs. Trudy and Ms. Gonzalez on the second, thank you. Mr. Walk,
Aye.
Mrs. Trudy,
Aye.
Ms. Gonzalez,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas,
Aye.
Ms. Cabral votes aye. Item C, public hearing, Newman Crozanne Unified School District Sunshine Proposal to NCLTA for the 25-26 school year. Declare the public hearing open at 6:12. Any comments on item C, public hearing for the Sunshine Proposal to the NCLTA for the 25-26 school year? Close it, we'll say 6:13. Item D, acceptance for the Newman Crozanne Unified Sunshine Proposal to NCLTA for the 25-26 school year. Could I get a motion for item D?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Rivas. Second,
I'll second.
thank you, Mrs. Trudy. Mr. Walk,
Aye.
Mr. Rudy,
Aye.
Mrs. Gonzalez,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas,
Aye.
and myself vote aye, 5-0. Item E, public hearing of said that backwards. CSEA Sunshine to Newman Crozanne Unified School District for the 25-26 school year. I declare the public hearing open at 6:13. Any public comment on the Sunshine to Newman Crozanne Unified School District for CSEA for the 25 school year, 26 school year? All right, closed. Bring it back to the board. Item F, acceptance of CSEA Sunshine to Newman Crozanne Unified School District for the 25-26 school year. Could I get a motion on item F?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Mrs. Gonzalez.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Rivas. Mr. Walk,
Aye.
Ms. Rudy,
Aye.
Ms. Gonzalez,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas,
Aye.
Mr. Cabral votes aye, 5-0. Item G, public hearing for Newman Crozanne Sunshine Proposal to CSEA for the 25-26 school year. I declare the public hearing open at 6:14. Any public comment for item G of the action items, public hearing for Sunshine Proposal to CSEA for the 25-26 year? close at 6:15. Bring it back to the board. Item H, acceptance of the Newman Crozat Unified School District Sunshine Proposal to CSEA for the 25-26 school year. Could I get a motion for action on item H?
I make a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Walk. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Oh,
Ms. Rudy.
Ms. Rudy, second. Thank you. Mr. Walk.
Aye.
Mrs. Rudy.
Aye.
Ms. Gonzalez.
aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
Ms. Cabral votes aye, 5-0. All right, now we have action item. We're gonna put I on there. We're gonna go with, let's see which one's first, I'm sorry. Classified management hourly salary schedule.
I'll make a motion.
I just wanted to ask for a study. And we talked about kind of doing a study of salary schedules for all staff or all employees. Possibly to look at like teacher salary percentage, longevity, health benefits, and some other kind of unknowns, because some of this stuff has been going back for so long. A lot of people at this table weren't even in the district. So we can get a clear understanding of what sort of was agreed upon in the past.
Any other comment for action item I, classified management hourly salary schedule? And I do like that idea, Derek. I'd like it a lot.
Can I ask for a clarifying question? Do you want a study of the historical context to how we landed where they're at now? Or do you also want a study of comparison of some sort, looking forward? I just want to make sure that I understood that.
I guess both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
And take each salary schedule, or specifically just these two that were pulled?
No, all staff.
All salary schedules that currently exist, all four salary schedules?
yeah.
Okay, that's helpful. Thank you.
Any other comments for item I? Okay, can I get a motion to approve item I, classified management hourly schedule?
I'll make that motion.
Mr. Rivas, can I get a second? I'll second it. Mr. Walk.
No.
Ms. Rudy.
Aye.
Mrs. Gonzalez.
No,
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
And Mr. Cabral votes aye as well. Item J will be the new approved 24-25 certificated management salary schedule. Any comments for item J? Sorry, guys, I gotta do a lot right now. Can I get a motion for item J to approve the 20?
I'll make that motion.
Yeah, let me finish what I was reading. 24-25 certificated management schedule. Mr. Rivas with the motion. Thank you, sir. Could I get a second?
I'll second.
Ms. Rudy with the second. Mr. Walk?
No.
Ms. Rudy?
Aye.
Ms. Gonzalez?
no,
Mr. Rivas?
Aye.
And Mr. Cabral votes aye. Item number 10 are future agenda items. Do you have any?
I will be bringing the superintendent goals, progress towards goals to closed session.
We have our FIT report. Mr. Vargas normally does that. And our first interim budget is coming up, and then for the December organizational meeting, we have, I believe we decided at 4:30, right?
10-8 or 12-8.
Yeah, totally. All right, item number 11, our superintendent's report. Mr. Pruitt, the floor is yours.
Yes. So what I heard during the voting was that the board as a whole would like to proceed with basically a salary schedule study, looking at past history and moving forward. And I just kind of want to make sure that I have direction from the board to move forward with that. So, okay. All right. The next one is Cynthia and I were on a bond call, and it's actually the results of the bonds, and I believe I shared this with you, but we did receive a really good rate, and it actually dropped our rate a little bit because it was so positive. And currently right now we have drawings for the Von Renner project, which would be the new blacktop, demolishing the portables, which I know has been something Frank has been looking forward to for a long time, and replacing that with a classroom building. And then also the track project at Oristimba. Those drawings are moving forward with DSA, so we should be getting those back soon. And again, I kind of gave you a summary of what's going on, and we'll be taking that to the Citizens Oversight Committee. I had talked to you about, I talked to a couple of you earlier today about getting a board workshop in December on board governance, bringing someone in, and it seemed like it was received favorable. But again, I just kind of need board direction. Is that something that you would like to do? So I'm seeing a lot of heads nodding. So we'll move forward with that. We'd like to try to set up something in December if we can do that. Just depends on when we can get someone in here. And then I talked to you about next week, the board meeting starting at 4 for the governance, correct? So 4:30. 4:30 is what you guys directed with, sorry. December 8th, right? Yep, December 8th. So we'll start at 4:30. And the next one is, it is a November, and it is the time of Thanksgiving, and I just want to be able to say that it's always good to take a moment to be thankful. I'm thankful for the school board, our NCLUSD staff, our community, and family. And a lot of times, family isn't always blood. There's a lot of this family feeling within our community, and I am always thankful of that. So, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Moving on to our board reports, Mrs. Rudy. You have anything tonight, ma'am?
Well, thank you for those of you that were able to attend tonight. I'll try to keep it short. I didn't get to be everywhere I wanted to be this past month because things happen in life, and like Justin said, we got to be thankful for our families. There's things that happen in life that completely change from one day to the next. And I don't sit up here and show my emotions, or I don't try to sugarcoat that I want sympathy or pityness or whatever, because that's not the case. But just know that I go through stuff just like all of you guys do, but I don't like to share stuff like that. But like how he said, for Thanksgiving, students that are here today, you guys are what we're here for. And it has to be a reminder to each and every single one of you. I think we get caught up sometimes where we put our differences in the way and we think about ourselves and we don't think about our main priority, which are the students. I think we are working pretty hard and diligently to try to get everything covered and taken care of to basically be what is right is right. We were left with things that we need to move forward with. We were left with things that we need to clarify and fix. And trust me, we are working very, very hard. Emails and notices and phone calls and stuff do not go unnoticed. So just because we might not get back to you, or we might not get to you in a way that you would like us to, but don't think that it goes unnoticed, because it does. But please understand and be patient with us, because we are trying to get the correct information out there. And So please be patient with us. And I see a few moms here from my group that I say, because it's always the same moms. And I want to say thank you for being here because you guys are our voice as well. Second cup of coffee was very well over at YOLO. And again, it's a group of moms that have really shown and have really spoken up about, again, what's fair and what is right. And to see these moms here, it's really nice to see them because they really care. And thank you guys for being here. And then again, for Von Renner, we're excited to get this project done because I've been working on it as well with getting these portables out of the way. So it'll be nice once that gets done. And Mr. Sehal, happy birthday. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. And again, for Thanksgiving, I hope you guys have a blessed vacation and spend as much time with your family. And like Mr. Pruitt said, sometimes our family is not our family, but others replace those. And we should just be very thankful that we're here and we're moving forward, and be sure to count your blessings. And like I said, we're working hard to make things where they should be. So thank you.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Thank you, Mrs. Shruti. Let's see, what do I have today? Happy birthday to Jesse and happy early Thanksgiving. I had the pleasure of visiting a ton of classrooms recently with Mr. Pruitt and Mr. Walk. We went through like pretty much almost every DLI classroom in the entire district. It was fun. I love doing walkthroughs, but we've been trying to like organize them in a way that makes more sense, and seeing the progression of DLI from kindergarten all the way through high school was really neat. So thank you, Mr. Pruitt, for always taking the time to do that with us. It means a lot. Also got to see at Von Renner their little limo ride fundraiser for the Jogathon. That was a lot of fun, and the kids were really excited to do that. Thank you to everybody that's here. I see a lot of students that are here. One of my nephews reached out to me and said that he has like a homework assignment due for a teacher. So I imagine that's why a lot of you are here too. If there's any clarifying questions that anybody needs, please let us know. I know some of this can seem like jargon, especially when you're in high school. So please reach out to us, but hope you all enjoy your holiday break, and we'll see you next month before Christmas.
Thank you. Mr. Rivas?
Just got a couple things. I got to actually go on a field trip this past week with my son in fifth grade, went to Stanislaus. And got to do the tour of the college. And the funny thing was the tour guide student said, a couple of my roommates are not getting paid because the government shut down. And all the fifth graders, what's that? So trying to explain to fifth graders what the government shutdown was, and they still didn't understand it. But I had a great time. Hopefully there's many more field trips in the future. And another thing, it's kind of a community thing. I don't know if you guys are aware, but the butterfly guy passed away a couple months ago, 6 or so. So my father-in-law is actually, he has, I think, 50 to 100 butterflies that the wood teacher's cutting up for us. And just keep an eye out, the butterflies will be for anybody in the community who wants one. I don't know if you guys see them in town, but look out for that. I think the plan is trying during the tree lighting. They'll be ready, and anybody in the community who wants one, you guys are more than welcome to take them home.
Any donation or anything, or like?
No, it's already taken care of.
It's already done?
It's already done.
Okay.
There's no, yeah. So I want to thank Mr. Pruitt for helping with that, and then also Mr. McGuire. And also a couple students that cut it as well. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Mr. Walk?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of our veterans, any of our staff members that are veterans. Again, with Veterans Day tomorrow, happy Veterans Day. And then with Thanksgiving coming up before our next meeting, happy Thanksgiving. Like Ms. Gonzalez said, we were able to go on class observations and see dual language K through 12, and it was really great to see the progression of where the kindergartners start out. And it was also neat to know like the percentages, how much Spanish they're getting from kindergarten, and then how they move on all the way through elementary, middle school, and then to high school as well. And then Beyond the Bell did a great job with the trunk or treat. We were able to attend with our daughter, and she enjoyed it. She loved it. She got some candy that I was able to eat. So
I forgot to say something. I think.
Oh, your
I
time's up, man. I'm
received,
sorry.
no, I forgot to say something. I think I heard YOLO's doing a food drive. I saw a flyer somewhere with Nina Costa and YOLO and a teacher, right? Yeah, so I from what I hear, you guys are accepting food donations. Okay. There was like beans, like dried beans and rice. And
Like canned food?
Canned food, yeah. There's a little flyer with the pictures that shows what you can bring. And they're taking them there. So go to YOLO, drop off some food.
All right, you sure you don't have nothing else?
No, I'm done.
I actually, they're, hitting on something too, that I totally forgot. Veterans Day. So my daughter calls me 2 days ago at work and she says, Dad, we're doing a Veterans Day celebration at my school. I want you to come talk. And I was like, okay. So I went this morning. She teaches over at Gustine Unified, which is the district to the north of us, or south of us rather. So I went there and man, we got to do something like that for all of our staff and all of our people, because they had refreshments, donuts, muffins, coffee, juice, the whole 9 yards. And they had a slideshow playing in the background. All the kids, like one of them sung the national anthem. One of the classes sung like God Bless America. It was nice, right? For all the veterans and all we do. And besides, I'm a veteran too. So, I think we should look into doing something like that type of event here. With all of our staff and stuff like that, put their pictures up there. They had a whole bunch of, they had an LED, slideshow PowerPoint, like with all different pictures that people had submitted and stuff for all of our staff and like family members. So I thought that was pretty good. And then, happy birthday to the one and only legend in the New Crozan Unified School District, Dr. Seha there. Another trip around the sun. Thank you for all you do over there in the district office. And have a good Thanksgiving and eat lots of turkey. All right, that's all I have. And our next meeting will be December 8th with our organizational meeting starting at 4:30 and the regular meeting following after that. Have a safe drive home and see you guys next month.
If you need signatures, you can come up and get